kids? Caleb here from GameGlyph. I'm sure you guys may have figured out what I'm doing by now, the people that are watching my videos, is I'm going through all 6 of the original North American launch titles for the Sega Genesis. Because Sega Genesis is one of my favorite game systems of all time, and I figured I gotta have a little niche, right? So Sega Genesis is kind of my niche, even though I'm gonna cover a lot of games from retro to new. So the next game we're gonna talk about is an arcade classic that came home to the arcades in 1989. Super Thunder Blade. You guys know I like to torture myself, right? So let's check it out. Super Thunder Blade was produced by the famed Yuji Naka and released at home as one of the 6 launch titles for the Sega Genesis in 1989. It was originally an arcade game, was famous for its ahead of the time, pseudo 3D graphics, and quarter vampire difficulty. This game was hard as crap, and it was famous for it. The game switches between 2 main point of views, behind the chopper in a pseudo 3D environment, or a more traditional top-down style 2D shooter, which for me, that mode actually works a lot better. It's the behind the chopper pseudo 3D mode that I really struggle with in this game because it's just so fast. The parallax scrolling is so fast in this game. Though the graphics aren't bad in this game. I mean, they're not as good as the arcade because the arcade's buildings were way more 3D looking and it was just more of a 3D looking game. This game looks like they're like pictures coming at you, these little 2-dimensional pictures of these buildings, faster and faster. And, you know, the sprites are okay for their time. I mean, come on, look at this game. It's a pretty ugly looking game. You know, in 1989, when this came out to the Sega Genesis, this game screamed 16-bit graphics. And it was cool to see an arcade game come home as like Super Thunder Blade. And it wasn't even Super Nintendo, hey. You know, it was a pretty good looking game for its time, but it didn't age well. Graphics are kind of washed out looking, kind of pixelated. And again, they just did not pull off the 3D effect that the arcade had. So I'd say the graphics in this game they just look like shit. I mean, what can I say? The sound and music in this game are getting the job done, but they're nothing exceptional. There's one song in this game that has a really, really like hip tune to it. It's the High Scores song. Great song, really chill. So yeah, the sound and the music in this game are nothing really memorable. I mean, the sound effects get the job done. I mean, they're punchy if you got a little subwoofer. The music in this game to me is just mostly unmemorable, except for a few songs here and there. Now let's talk about the gameplay in this game, and that's where I have a problem. Again, I have a problem. I'm sorry. The gameplay in this game is broken. It's so hard. And I understand this game was originally designed to just eat your quarters alive, just to take all of your money. But when they brought it home, the Sega Genesis, man, they did not spare any expense in the difficulty factor. I feel like they upped it from the arcade version. There's just so much shit coming at you all the time, just so many fucking bullets. This game is complete bullet hell. I won't say it's a bad game, I just really, really suck at this game, and I will admit that. And I bet if I was a lot better at it, like if I practiced it more, if I played this game more, I would probably enjoy the game more. It's just really, really hard. And I'm not going to actually take anything away from this game for saying that, but damn, this game is hard as crap. The controls in this game are fine. I just really, really blow at playing this game, but the controls are fine. I'm just not good at it. You move the chopper around and shoot shit, and that's all you have to do in this game. So if you die in this game, it's totally your fault. And I would suggest using the joystick, which is a really nice little attachment to have for that Sega Genie anyways. Personally, and I say personally because I don't want to hurt anybody's little feelings, this is just another game that I didn't really enjoy playing. I found it kind of boring, found the graphics washed out, the controls were fine, and the sound and music were okay, but it was just kind of boring to play this game, and I just didn't have fun with it. And the only time I really enjoyed playing this game was in the arcades, because it had like this really cool like contraption of an arcade machine that you would sit in, had like a joystick, like a real special, like realistic looking helicopter joystick. It was cool, man, but this is kind of boring. So no, I couldn't really recommend anyone go back to this game, unless again you're a super fan of Super Thunder Blade, which is okay. I mean, that's okay if you like it. It just wasn't for me. I would give this game a 5 out of 10. I just really didn't have fun playing it, and I wouldn't really recommend it to anybody that hasn't played it. I wouldn't go out and say, hey, I found this amazing game, Super Thunder Blade, you should all go play it. No, I do not feel like that about Super Thunder Blade. Nope, sorry, kind of boring. Pass. 5 out of 10. Mediocre. Now, I would like to make a disclaimer in this part saying that the arcade version of this game is actually quite excellent, and the 3D graphics, the way it zooms between each part is really amazing, and I've never seen anything like it at the time. It's 1989, there was no games like this at all. This was the first real 3D game anyone had ever seen in the arcades, and it blew everybody's mind. So the arcade version of this game is actually amazing, entirely superior to the Sega Genesis version that we got at home. Thanks for watching GameGlyph, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye!